What's up guys, it's your favorite Q coach. Welcome back to another student before and after video. This one's going to be about a professional golfer of ours. It's going to be a good one. So welcome back to the channel guys. If you guys are new to Kiwi Golf Japan, we do a bunch of videos like this every single week. So what you got to go do is hit that little red subscribe button, smash the like button, please leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this player's golf swing, and as always, hit that little bell notification. You guys are going to get notified every single time we drop a video. So like I said in the intro, this particular client is a professional golfer. In this video, we're going to be focusing on position 6 through about position 8. We're going to kind of highlight some before and after changes with the lower body as well as the upper body. And then hopefully we can tie it back into how it changed this golfer's ball flight. So without further ado, let's go hop in and take a look at the before swing. So like I said, we're going to go down to position 6. And the first thing I want to take note of is going to be what we see again a lot of, especially with professional golfers and faster swinging players these days. We're seeing that this player is over rotated. So what is over rotation? Again, the checkpoint is at position 6. If you can see a lot of that left leg, and I know this player is wearing black pants, it's a little bit tougher to see, but if you can see a lot of the left leg at position 6, you know that you have rotated too early or you have over rotated. Again, we want to see just a little bit of the left leg at this position. That correlates into roughly right around anywhere from about 10 degrees to maybe 15 degrees open, but you kind of want to keep it underneath the 15 degrees open with the pelvis line at that position 6. Now because of this, what we're also seeing is we're going to see that the right knee here is going to start working towards the golf ball, which is going to get him even a little bit more stuck. And then we're going to see the classic tilting motion of the shoulders, right? So he's going into right side lateral bend through this section. We can also see that the heel is kind of just lifting off the ground. It's not quite pushing and utilizing the ground the way we want it to be used. And then as we get into kind of position 8, that we can see a gap between the legs right here. The foot is not releasing correctly. We got a lot of tilt here. And ultimately, this player was really struggling with curvature and starting line, which is a really common thing when we see the over rotation, heavy tilts, foot not releasing correctly. We don't see a very stable club face, and we see a lateral dispersion, especially for this player, that was a little bit too wide for his preference and what he needs to be doing for professional golf. So let's go take the after to position 6, and we're going to see if we can see some differences here. All right, so as we get to position 6, I hope that you can see it, but there's a massive difference between the sequence of rotation. If we take a look here, we can see that in this video on the right of your screen, we can not even see the left leg. Now, this is probably a little bit closed for my preference. I do like to see a little bit of the left leg, but again, we were trying to do a little bit more of an exaggerated feel, and this player does know his checkpoints. So again, when you leave the lesson, you got to know your checkpoints. This player knows his checkpoints. Now, another thing that I really personally like is we're going to see if I draw an arrow here from the toe. Let me do that again one more time. From the toe straight up. Remember, this video we're seeing that the left knee was kind of getting really close to this line, breaking through this line. The heel is just lifting up. Now if we do the same thing and we take a look at the same section of the golf swing, we're going to see that the knee is nowhere near that line, right? Now, can it be a little closer to this line? Absolutely. It's okay if it gets close to this line. It's even okay if it's really touching the line, but we just don't want it to be breaking through the line. And ideally, we'd like to see a little bit of space at impact from the knee on the line. A little bit of space is pretty much my preference. Now, because of this, we're also seeing a much different use of the trail foot or the right foot. We're not seeing the heel just lifting off the ground. We're actually seeing him starting to kind of roll in this way. We're starting to see him utilize linear force in the golf swing, which again, I think that that's really kind of a taboo subject right now. I see so many golf instructors in Japan talking about you don't want any linear rotate or linear movement. You don't want any linear movement, and that's actually not correct, right? You do want linear movement. You just want it in the correct sequence, and you want it the correct way. And again, it's another little misconception out there that I feel like that's not quite talked about the right way, which hopefully in this video, as well as just hopefully my channel in general, really just gives you more detail than the typical golf instruction channel out here in Japan. We're hoping that that's really what we're going to start getting known for on this YouTube channel. As he starts going from P7 to P8 in the old swing, again, remember we're seeing that heel continuing to just lift up here. We're starting to see space between the legs. Let's go take a look at the after swing and see if we can see any differences here. So then we get to the same position, and whoa, what a change, guys. Isn't that amazing here? Look at this. So we can see that the foot is releasing correctly now. He's pushing and utilizing the ground in the correct way. We're also seeing that where there's no space between the legs as it was in the after. Again, that's because proper sequence of rotation, proper utilization of that trail knee, which is the right knee, as well as the foot. Also, because of all of this now, we're starting to see that we're getting a lot less right side lateral bend, right? So basically, if we take a look at kind of the spine here, we can see a lot less tilt through this section. And we can definitely see from right about here to here, we can see a way different position over here, right? So we can, again, if we zoom in on the shoulders, hopefully you guys can kind of see this. It's the shoulders as well as kind of the wrinkles in the shirt. If you notice where the placement of the wrinkles are, you can see the difference, and you can see that this player on the right of the screen has much less right side lateral bend. The lumbar spine is much more supported, which is a really, really important thing here. As we go into the finish, we're going to see a much different finish with the foot, a much different finish with just the spine in general. And overall, again, the main thing I want you guys to get away from this is better sequence of rotation, better knee movement, better foot movement, ultimately better face control, better starting lines. We started seeing the grouping of shots getting closer together, and we're getting into the fashion of golf swing that we want. All right, so main take-home point, how did we actually change this golfer's swing? Well, again, the way we changed it was we went through a process, right? Our implementation process. If you guys want to know more about that, and if you guys want to actually see a live lesson where I walk a client step-by-step through this process, got to go make sure to check out the link in the description below. It'll be the Kiwi Coach Live Lesson webinar. Again, you get to watch a full 1 hour and 30-minute lesson where we change a client just like this. We change their golf swing pretty drastically. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Again, check that product out. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys again next video.